Hello everyone, how are you getting on? I hope all of you are well and safe at home. Stay home, be safe. Let us move to the third part of first chapter, crop production and management. Part 3, irrigation. All living beings need water to live. Water is important for proper growth and development of plants, such as development of flowers, fruits and seeds of plants. It is absorbed by the plant root. Water is also essential for the germination of seeds. Water is supplied to the agricultural field with naturally by rainfall or artificially through canals or other systems. The artificial supply of water to the agricultural field is called irrigation. So, what is irrigation? The artificial supply of water to the agricultural field is called irrigation. How irrigation is important for crop production? In the absence of rainfall, irrigation maintains the minimum amount of moisture in the soil required for the crop production. It also protects the crops from frost and hot air currents. The duration of irrigation, time gap, and amount of water depends on the type of soil, type of crops, and season of sowing. What are the different sources of irrigation? The sources of irrigation are wells, tube wells, ponds, lakes, rivers, dams and canals. Next, method of irrigations. Mainly two methods. First one, traditional methods, and the second one, modern methods. Traditional methods of irrigation. In traditional methods, the water available in the sources like wells, lakes and canals is lifted up by the different methods in different regions for taking into the field. Cattle or human labor is used in these methods. So, these methods are cheaper but less efficient. The various traditional methods are mud or pulley system, chain pump system, Dakli and Rahat. Mud or pulley system. Mud is one of the oldest, simplest and cheapest irrigation system. In this, water is drawn from a well or any other water sources by a bucket attached to a rope. The rope is passed over a pulley and fixed to an animal. The animal moves away from the well by pulling the rope to lift the bucket. The water is then emptied to a channel or canal and the field is irrigated. Second one, chain pump irrigation. In this system, two wheels are fixed into a chain. The first wheel turns with the help of a shaft and handle. The buckets fixed into the chain dipped into the pool and fill the bucket. The filled bucket reach into the upper wheel and then pour the water into the upper canal. In this system, human labor is required to pull the wheel. Third one, Dakli. This system of irrigation requires two people or load near to be kept attached to the log. A Y-shaped log fixed into the ground in an erect manner, and the other log is fixed on the Y-shaped log. In this log, one bucket is attached to the one end and the load is attached by the other end. When the load has moved down, the water-filled bucket has comes out from the well. This water is transferred to a channel near the well to irrigate the field. This system leads to wastage of water. The last one, Rahat system. This is very old method. It was used more than 1000 years ago, which is now almost extinct. The system requires two wheels. One is fixed with several buckets all around it, and its half part is immersed in the water body. The other wheel is placed under the ground with a horizontal rod, and it's fixed into the first wheel. It can be moved to a circle. Usually, the animals are used to rotate the wheel. When the rod moves in a circular manner. The two wheels turns at this time. The wheel which is inside the water body collects the water into the buckets and deposit into the canals on the surface to irrigate the field. Let us move to the next topic, modern methods of irrigation. Modern methods of irrigation help us to use water economically. It is more efficient than the traditional methods of irrigation. Sprinkler system. Do you know sprinkler system? Did you watch it anywhere? It is a method of applying water which is similar to rainfall. This system is more useful on the uneven land where sufficient water is not available. The perpendicular pipes having rotating nozzles on top are joined to the main pipeline at regular intervals. When water is allowed to flow through the main pipe under pressure, with the help of a pump, water escapes from the rotating nozzles. Sprinkler is very useful for sandy soil, and it also helps to distribute water equally all over the land. Drip system. Is it familiar to you, children? It is a type of micro irrigation that has a potential to save water and nutrients by allowing water to drip slowly to the roots of plants. The main goal is to place water directly to the root zone and minimize evaporation. In this system, the water falls drop by drop just at the position of the roots. So it is called drip system. It is the best technique for watering fruit plants, gardens and trees. In this system, water is not wasted at all. It is very helpful for the regions where availability of water is very poor. Summary of part 3.